guys, this is Renee. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I really miss being here every day with you all and sharing as I did during the Manifesting Summit. And I keep thinking I'm going to just find a way to be on here and to share what's going through my mind um, as often as I can, if not every day. So I had a thought today and we're just going to see where it takes us. So, we are perfect. And I know a lot of people might think, yeah, right. Where did you get that idea from? Well, if you've seen any of my videos, you'll realize that I posted about being God and how we are the I am. I know sometimes in religious circles, they tend to believe that God has left them all alone and we're just fending for ourselves. And it's really too bad that a lot of society has not grown up with the truth of who we are and why we're here. Now, this is, of course, my take on things. You can research and you can, of course, go inside your own inner self and decide if you resonate with me or not. So, the reason that I say we are perfect and we are God is because of some things that are actually kind of logical in the way of the I am. And I've already posted those within the website here. So I don't want to go into that. But being the I am, we already know everything. And so anything that we are recalling, anything that we are learning is actually recalling it. And so the reason I entitled this Breadcrumbs from Eternity is I'm starting to see how things that come my way in reality that resonate with me are things that I can totally understand that I would have put out for myself to run into at a different time. And so when I was doing the Manifesting Summit, I ran across a quote about eternity. And it's really been initiating a lot of information. I'm recalling a lot of things that before I honestly do not believe that I was sharing. And so I guess that's why I wanted to bring all of that up, because we are raised to believe certain things about reality and life. And it's not on purpose that we're not taught this. It's just because our parents and our teachers are not aware of it themselves. I mean, think about it. You're learning from someone who learned from someone who learned from someone, etc., right? All the way back to Adam and Eve. Well, way back when, they actually knew the truth in, the long, far away days. There are times over history where they have known the truth. And for some reason or another, it has been, I want to say, wiped out or erased from them. But even without that information, I want to share something else. So you can find this on YouTube. I actually found this maybe a year or so ago, and I haven't been able to locate it again. But there are whispers about it, okay, that the reasons we came here, or no, before we came here, we knew what we were getting into, okay? We knew we were coming from a reality of freedom, a reality of relaxation and joy, and we were taking on this adventure of, let's just say, being in a realm of ignorance. So basically, we came from somewhere where we knew everything. We're God. We knew everything. And we decided to come here to a place and have our memory erased. Okay? And so why would we do this? Well, I would think because we just figured we were so smart. We would figure it out eventually. Or why? because we left breadcrumbs along the way. People, places, ideas, things that we say resonate with us because we already knew them. We knew beforehand. How is God omniscient? He is everywhere. He is everything. He is us. He is consciousness. He is awareness. And so God never left us. He is us. We are him and he is us. And we have this opportunity as human vessels. As vessels, we are the spirit inhabiting the vessels. It allows us to talk, to breathe, to touch, to eat, but it also allows many other things that we don't always know about. Okay. So I have a story that's, I haven't thought about this in a while. So when I was first starting out my journey, I didn't know it was a journey. Okay. But there was one night where I was up really late and I had never been up till 4 in the morning before. I wish I could say that now. But at the time, I'd never been here up till 4 in the morning. And so my husband, he was working nights at the time or something. And so as soon as we decided to go in the room to go to sleep, I remember distinctly, the expression that you're asleep as soon as your head hits the pillow. Oh my goddess. He was asleep. He was snoring before I even laid down. So I think I remember that because I kind of thought, he was really tired. So I laid down, and to the right of me, not expecting to see this, okay, there is a mirrored wall. Not there before we left the room, ever. I've never seen this in my life. I've never seen it again. It was like a mirrored wall. It was glass. It was gold. It was shiny. It was beveled, and it was in our room. Now I'm like lying down, 4 in the morning, never been up this late. I'm exhausted, but it was there. It was very, very there, but not there. Okay. So I tried to touch it. My finger went through this vision, this image. And all I could think was, this was like almost 10 years ago, I think. It's been a while ago. The other thing that someone had said was maybe it was a healing room. And honestly, I didn't go with that even at the time. I thought, yeah, I don't think so. Maybe because I only saw part of it. But I felt like it was showing me where I really was. Like, this is where I really am at this moment. I don't really believe in time, but in that now, that's where I was. And so I want to say maybe that was one of the first things that I started poking around in with the paranormal. Admittedly, I had started watching Supernatural, and that kind of piqued my interest. I saw some other things in the house. I saw like shadow snakes. They were like there, but they weren't there. Anyway, I'm open. Maybe I was too open. But anyway, the point is there's more than what we've been told in the world. And the important thing is to be open to the fact that you are not where you think you are, doing what you think you're doing. I believe we're here to wake up to the reality of the illusion. But along the way, we're supposed to have fun because manifesting is what I normally talk about. In manifesting, we do it all the time, every day. It's with our thoughts, our emotions, and our feelings. So whatever you're putting those things into in your mind is what you're experiencing in your 3D, touch it, feel it, see it reality. And so you are able to change it. Because now that you're aware it's what you're doing, then you can create other scenarios by just changing the way you think and feel and your thoughts. And I know I make it sound easy because it is easy. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to do this example. I did it in the Manifesting Summit, but I like it because it like cuts right to the simplicity of this reality. So I decided I wanted to be elegant. And I don't know how many times I've told this story, but it's just like so simple. So I decided I want to be elegant. And so what I did is, after studying a little bit of Neville Goddard, this was a test. I would sit, and sometimes I would say, I'm elegant in my mind. I would just sit and think it randomly, not on a pattern, not on any consistency. Just every now and then it would come to me to say it. So I don't know if it was a month or a couple of weeks, because I was just saying it. Like I said, I'm testing what this guy's teaching about law of assumption, which is, again, this is already on my channel. You can find that. So one day I'm leaving this place where I hang out, and someone stops me. We talk for a second. And before I walk away, she stops me and she says, Renee, every time I see you, I think you're so elegant. And I was like, oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. And I walked away to the car. By the time I got to the car, I was like, oh my God, she just said what I always say to myself. That was the first time. The second time, someone said this to me. I barely knew them. We had been talking online. I never met them in my life. And during a conversation, they said, I feel like you're a very elegant person. And I said, wait, did I tell you that? Because, we were talking a little bit about this and that. She said, no, you never said that to me. And so to me, that shows how what you're doing inside your little thinking facilities is coming out into the world. It's being recreated. So I had a specific incident to remind me that my input here, my mind, my thoughts, my feelings, were creating my reality in such a real way that I cannot forget it. And I'll tell the story 100 times, there's other stories. And again, I posted these during the summit, so I don't want to redo too many of them. But be aware of what you're doing and what you're thinking and how you're feeling. I recommend joy, happiness, goofiness. Do things that make you happy, and don't do things that don't make you happy. What I tell myself is I do what I want and I make what I want. Because why? I'm using what I know. What I know works. And so it's just important to have an open mind. You can hear about this on other channels, and you can hear it all over my channel. I honestly wish I'd known this before. However, I'm assuming my breadcrumbs wanted me to wait till I was at a certain point. Here I have the opportunity to chat with you guys. If there's any questions, feel free to ask me, because let me see if there's something else I want to share. But, the main thing is to understand that you don't have to try to be anything, because you are everything that you desire already. You need to just claim what you want, decide that this claim is true, and persist in it. Persist in what? In the fact that you believe it's already true. If you want to live in a brick house, then say to yourself, I'm really enjoying my brick house. I always wondered what it was like, and now I am enjoying my brick house. It has this and this and this. Be specific, because you don't want to end up with a broken down brick house. Okay, it's a difference. Decide exactly what you want, claim that you have it, and watch it happen. Now, this is different from name it and claim it, because maybe I don't even understand what that means. But when I say it by realizing that what I say is true. It's true now in the unseen reality, and the unseen is just as real. Actually, I believe the unseen is more real than the 3D, because it's where we came from. It's where we are. It's like our lives are in two worlds anyway. We have the vessel, and then we have the inner spiritual, what do you call it? We are the incarnation of God, each one of us, all the way. I think everything all the way down to the smallest insect, right? So be careful. So we are already what we came to be. We just have to decide, hey, there's a breadcrumb. Let's see what it says. A breadcrumb is like a desire that you place there to find. Oh, if I'd only found mine sooner, but that's okay. It's okay. I believe there's a reason why I am where I am. But I'm open. I'm so open now. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to share this with people because I see that it's working. The more happy you are, the more happy you are. Okay. That's how everything works. If you're depressed and you decide to stay depressed, guess what? The more depressed you are, the more depressed you're going to get. Okay. So come on up. Might as well bring it up now because otherwise you're creating reverberations of it until you decide you've had enough. Well, I haven't had enough being happy. I'm just starting. So I don't want to go on too long. If I missed anything, if you have questions, ask them. I'm just trying to keep thinking because I don't want to miss something. I did this a few minutes ago on audio, but I had to go and get a little more fixed up. So I'm trying to remember everything that I shared on the audio. Just know that you're not here to change who you are. You're actually here to be more of who you are. Okay. So yeah, you are God's. We've always been God. Um, just be aware of that as you go about your day, the things you get into, the people that you meet. All of awareness is connected with us. What you're aware of is connected with each individual person. And so I have my reality that the word manipulate sounds bad, but it's what it really is, you know? Okay, so another example, for instance, I was sitting one night, just decided I felt like I wanted some chocolate cake. And I'm just sitting in my living room. And just a thought, I don't eat a lot of really, really sweet things. But so I'm thinking this, and not too long later, my son comes in the door carrying a chocolate cake. I didn't call him. I didn't say anything to him. That was just a thought I had in my mind. Now, some people call these coincidences, but that's not what they are. That's really not what they are. I realize that consciousness is one thing. And I think we need to understand we are part of that one consciousness, that one awareness. And the less pressure you put on yourself for your desire, that's why I say be joyful, be happy, be genuinely joyful. Enjoy your life. Do what makes you happy. My desire for cake was just like so random. It was just like, oh, it would be nice to have some chocolate cake. You know, there's 100 ways you could look at that. Was I just feeling that he had a chocolate cake he was carrying? I was in the middle of working on the computer when that came to my mind. I wasn't feeling anything, but maybe I did. Maybe I had some antennas going. Just understand that what you're putting out there is being received. Okay. And this is something I haven't shared. I ran across some information on a group recently. And this is something I just started trying. Okay. There's all kind of different things you can do. I try to keep it easy, decide what you want, let it happen. But this was interesting because I'd never seen this before. And I've been, studying a couple of years. And it said to do this when you wanted something. They said to put the pressure on the desire to come to you. So, for example, if I want $1 million, then I would say $1 million has received me. $1 million has received me. Now, I'd never heard of that. I just recently started playing around with it. And I thought that's kind of an interesting way to look at it. There's all different ways you can look at it. The fact of the matter is, as with the cake, it happens naturally. It's who we are. It's who we are, is that we're constantly manifesting. I manifested this opportunity to share with you today because I decided there was somewhere that people were going that I didn't want to go. And so I kept telling myself, I have an appointment today. And so no one even asked me to go where they knew I didn't want to go. Okay. So I have the opportunity to share openly and to just be myself and to feel free and not feel like I have to like talk really low or just use my phone, but to be relaxed. And that's why I'm encouraging any questions that you might have. But again, we do this all the time. Just follow your thoughts. If you're not sure about this, I understand. But follow your thoughts. What's happening in your life right now? How did that happen? What thoughts are you having? What are your consistent thoughts? Those can be backtracked to you. Sorry, but that's just how it goes. Whatever is happening was initiated from your thoughts, your feelings, your desires, underlying desires. Like, yeah, not wanting to go somewhere. You think, well, that's, yeah, I just decided I wasn't going to go. I didn't say I didn't want to go. I decided that I wasn't going, right? The difference. I didn't decide that I didn't want to go. I decided I wasn't going and that I wasn't going to be there. I was going to be out. And actually, I already went out. But so now I'm back and I'm having a great time. And so I don't want to just draw this on. Again, I have a lot of videos you can check out. And I want you guys to be amazing because I know you're amazing, and have a great day.